afternoon. I'm Hailey Kanipe, a prevention specialist with LRADAC, and this is LRADAC's first episode of Virtual Trivia. Today's Virtual Trivia contestants are sure to kick off our first episode with a bang. Contestant 1 is South Carolina State Republican Senator Greg Hembree, who represents Senate District 28, which is comprised of Dillon and Horry counties. Senator Hembree is also the chairman of the Senate Education Committee. Contestant 2 is Mandy Norrell, a Democratic member of the South Carolina House of Representatives, who represents House District 44, which is comprised of the southern portion of Lancaster County. We're so glad to have you both with us today. How are y'all doing?
Great.
Great. Thank you for having us, Hailey.
Awesome. So if you're ready to get started, I'm going to begin by explaining the rules of the game. Starting with contestant 1, that's Senator Hembree. Each person will have a chance to spin the wheel. I'll be the only one actually spinning the wheel. You just need to tell me when to stop spinning. The virtual trivia questions range from 100-point questions to 500-point questions, and they go up in difficulty as the available points increase. If you get the question right, you get the points for that question. However, if you get it wrong, you don't get the points for the question. Easy, right? All right. However, to make it more fun, I've added some additional rules. The wheel may stop on miss a turn, in which case your turn is automatically passed to the other contestant. If the wheel stops at lose 25 points, you automatically lose 25 points. Your turn is over, and the next player gets to spin. When spinning, if the wheel stops on player plus 50, you will automatically get 50 points. Your turn is over, and the other player gets to spin. Likewise, if the wheel stops at opponent plus 50, your opponent gets 50 points added to their score. Your turn is over, and they get to spin. All right, now that everyone knows how to play, let's get started.
Yay!
All right. So, opponent number 1, Senator Hembree, it's your turn to spin. If you will let me know when to stop spinning.
Stop.
Hope you ready to stop already? You stopped on miss a turn.
I'm good at that.
Representative Norrell, it's your turn if you will let me know when to stop spinning.
Okay. Okay, stop.
All right, you landed on a 200-point question. Name one prescription opioid.
Hydrocodone.
That's right. Some other examples are Vicodin, methadone, Oxycontin, or morphine.
Okay.
Great job. 200 points for you. Senator Hembree, if you will let me know when to stop spinning.
Stop.
All right, we're off to a great start. You got a 400-point question.
Lucky.
How many days of taking an opioid does it take for the drug to change your brain and cause dependence? Is it 3, 12, 14, or 5 days?
3.
3 days is right. Opioids can change the brain and cause dependence in just 3 days, according to justplainkillers.com. So 400 points for you. Awesome job. The turn is now with Representative Norrell, if you will let me know when to stop spinning.
Okay. Stop.
All right, a 500-point question for you, Representative Norrell. What South Carolina campaign sponsored by DeOtis was created to combat the opioid crisis in our state?
I think I know this. Is it Just Plain Killers?
Just Plain Killers. Awesome job. 500 points for you. We are now 700 to 400. 400 is Senator Hembree's. It's your turn to catch up. If you will let me know when to stop spinning, please.
Stop.
All right, another 500-point question. What is the name for the group of conditions caused when a baby withdraws from opioids or other drugs that he or she was exposed to before birth?
It's like fetal alcohol syndrome, but it's another term. I don't know it.
Yes, it's also another syndrome. Very similar. It's called neonatal abstinence syndrome, or NAS. All right.
Good question.
Awesome. You didn't know that either?
No, I didn't know that either.
That's okay. That's the point of this game. I'm glad that we were able to learn something together. All right, Representative Norrell, if you will also let me know when to stop spinning.
Okay, stop.
All right, you automatically got a 50 points, and now it is back to Senator Hembree. Let me know when to stop spinning.
Stop.
All right, a 400-point question for you. What agency hosts the biannual Prescription Drug Take-Back Day?
DeOtis.
DeOtis does partner with this agency to do drug take-back days, and so do some of our agencies all around the state, 501 agencies like LRADAC. But actually, the main host is the Drug Enforcement Agency, or the DEA.
I would have guessed the Sheriff's Association.
There were lots of good answers to that question, but we were looking at the DEA.
I just didn't get one of them.
Right.
I wouldn't have either.
All right, Representative Norrell, if you will let me know when to stop spinning.
Okay. Stop.
All right, another 400-point question. You guys are spinning big.
Gotta answer big.
Got to get them right. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right. True or false, fentanyl is an illegal drug with no medical use?
That is false, because I think it's used in like anesthesia, right?
That's right. I'm not sure about anesthesia, but we do know that fentanyl is used in the form of a transdermal skin patch. It's used to reduce pain for cancer patients and patients with other chronic illnesses or life-threatening illnesses.
Oh, wow.
Good job.
Good job. Yeah.
I might have given some misinformation, though. It might be anesthesia for like animals or something. That's what I've always heard.
I'm not sure. I know that ketamine is a drug that's often used for animals and used for pain. It's also another,
But not
Maybe
for
it's
you.
used for, it might be used for putting tigers, to get an anesthetic for tigers.
Yeah, a lot of
We
times.
got a lot of those down here at the beach.
I just started watching Tiger King last night, and I am so hooked.
It's shame. It's
Tigers
just
In
shameless.
bed until really
Shameless.
late. Yes.
Shout
yes.
out to some of our South Carolina celebrities now.
Yeah.
All right. So, Senator Hembree, it is your turn to spin. If you will let me know when to stop spinning, please.
Stop.
All right, a 100-point question for you. Do opioids provide stimulant or depressant effects to the body?
Depressant.
Depressant effects is right. That means that they lower your heart rate, your breathing, your blood pressure, and other vital signs in the body. All right, 100 points for you. That brings our current score to 500 points for Senator Hembree and 1,150 points for Representative Norrell. It's okay, there's still time to catch up. All right, Representative Norrell, if you will let me know when to stop spinning, please.
Okay. Stop.
All right, a 100-point question for you as well. What is the name of the drug used to reverse an opioid overdose?
Naloxone, also known as Narcan.
Perfect. Good job.
Thank you.
100 points for you. And Senator Hembree, it's your turn to spin.
Stop.
A 400-point question for you. Let's see what we got here. True or false, naloxone or Narcan, the drug used to reverse an opioid overdose, is a stimulant?
True.
True, that's right. Due to the fact that Narcan is a stimulant, people who have been given Narcan often come out of overdose and exhibit symptoms such as restlessness, agitation, and irritable behavior. Good job. 400 points for you. You're catching up. We're now at 900 points to 1,250 points. You aren't too far behind. All right, Representative Norrell, it's your spin.
Okay. Stop.
Another 400-point question, true or false? United States drug overdose deaths from prescription opioids increased 6 times from 1999 to 2017.
I believe that's true.
True. Very good. All right.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Why do we think that is, Hailey?
I think it's just something that people might not have been aware of at the time, and it takes a lot of times it takes a campaign like Just Plain Killers or other state or national campaigns in order to raise awareness. And you know, it's also really hard sometimes to track how many opioid prescriptions are being prescribed. But since all of this started, South Carolina has started with the Scripps program and other different programs through the Just Plain Killers campaign and our state funding in order to combat that here in South Carolina. So
Awesome.
So we are making strides to improve these numbers. So that's the good news. All righty, Senator Hembree, it's your turn. If you will let me know when to stop spinning.
Stop.
Oh man, you lost that on turn this time, but that's okay. You still have time to catch up. Representative Norrell.
All about the spins. Stop.
Okay. Alrighty, a 300-point question for you. Name one place where a person can go to get Narcan.
A pharmacy.
A pharmacy. A lot of our major pharmacies have Narcan available. Usually you need a prescription from a doctor, but there are also community distributors all throughout our state, a lot of them being at our 501 agencies like LRADAC, where a person can come and get Narcan completely for free, and they'll also receive a short training on how to use it in the event that they need to use it for a relative or a relative needs to use it for them one day.
Do they have to have a prescription to get it from LRADAC?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yep.
Okay.
That was a great question, though.
I think we did that. I think that was a bill that came through the General Assembly. Mandy, I think maybe one that Russell Fry. I know Russell worked so much on that.
It came through our committee, and yeah, I think that's a huge impact bill.
Were you on that? Were you on that opioid task force? Yeah. Y'all did great work.
Thank you. That's and it's still going, but we don't meet as often. But it's a wonderful committee.
Most of what you recommended was passed. A great deal of it was
right.
Put into law.
Over half of the legislation that we wrote from that committee has been passed into law. We still have several that are pending, but the big impact bills went through pretty quickly.
That's awesome. Thank you both for your work. We really do appreciate it. All right, I think we are on Senator Hembree's turn. If you will let me know when to stop spinning, please.
Stop.
All right. You just transferred 50 points to Representative Norrell.
It's all about the spins.
All about the spin.
It is all about the spin. The cool thing about this game is that I designed it in a way to where in the event that you don't know the answer to the question or several of the questions, you still have an opportunity to gain some points. And even your opponent may lose some points to kind of even things out a bit.
I need to spin, Mandy. I need to spin from you. I need some help.
All right, this is going to be the last spin for everyone. So that means that we are passing it to Representative Norrell. If you will let me know when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
And just like that, you transferred 50 points right back to Senator Hembree, helping him out a little bit. The current score is at Senator Hembree, 950 points. Representative Norrell is right at an even 2,000. And this is your last spin, Senator Hembree, if you will let me know when to stop.
Stop.
All right, a 300-point question for you. What is the name for the treatment protocol that includes the use of medications with counseling and behavioral therapies to treat substance use disorders and prevent overdose from prescription opioids or heroin?
I don't know.
I bet you do know it. Think of 3 words. A lot of times they're abbreviated.
I really don't. I probably do when you tell me, but I can't remember.
That's okay. The answer is medication assisted treatment, or MAT.
MAT. Thank you.
MAT.
I did learn something. I didn't know that.
Yeah, awesome. So let's review our final scores, shall we? Can I get a drum roll, please?
I don't think you need much of a drum roll. I think I kind of have an idea.
That's okay. So Senator Hembree, you ended the game with 950 points. Representative Norrell, you ended the game with an even 2,000 points. That means Representative Norrell wins the game. Awesome job. Congratulations.
Well done.
Thank you.
And LRADAC wants to thank both of you so much for your willingness to participate. And don't forget to use this time at home to have some fun, but also have a conversation with your family about alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We want to remind everyone to continue to stay safe, stay at home, and stay drug-free during this time. Thank you both.
Thanks, Hailey.
Thank
We
you,
enjoyed it.
Hailey. Thank you, Senator Hembree.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.